Welcome back once again to the sewing process of this particular video. If you find it helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Alright, so you're welcome back to the sewing process of this video. So I've gone ahead to cut out the fabric. This is for the sleeve. Then I have the back pattern. Then I have already showed you the flare. So if you have not watched the cutting process of this video, do well to go watch it. Then this is for the front. The front, I had to cut this into two, so it's going to stay this way and this is going to stay this way. Then I have kind of lining or the facing for it, so it's cut halfway. Let me show you. So it's not a full lining. You can see it stops somewhere here, so I'm going to align it this way, front side facing each other. Then I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and stitch, and I'm going to put hemming gum in between so that when I press it, it will relax well. Alright, so I had to add stay to it. I added on this part and I also added here, so it will give it a bit of strength. Alright, so let me go to the sewing machine and stitch, then I'll get back to you. Alright, so after stitching, this is what I have. So you are expected to trim out the excess here. Then after that, you go ahead and notch all through, especially this angle, so it can relax when you flip it to the right side. Okay, so once that is done, the next thing you should do is to flip to the right side and iron. So when ironing, make sure that this one, as in the smaller one, covers this one very well, like it overlaps here, so that you won't be able to see it, so that when you place it this way, this one will not be seen, the stitches will not be shown. I don't know if you understand that. Just make this place cover up properly. Okay, so this is it. So I'm going to take it to my ironing board and iron. So once I'm done ironing, I'll get back to you. Alright, so after ironing, this is what we have. This is the front, but it's going to go like this. This is the lapel. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to impute the darts, and as you can see, I've already marked out the area for my darts, and I'm going to impute the darts on the two sides of the fabric. Alright, so after imputing my darts, this is what we have, and I did it on the other side. So the next thing I'm going to do is to get this line and align, making sure that it aligns. Then I'm going to stitch. So I added half inches to the allowance, so I'm going to stitch using half inch. If you added more than, just go ahead and use the allowance you added. So I'm going to stitch it all the way to this part. All right, so with right side facing each other, I took it to my sewing machine and I stitched, and this is what we have. So the next thing is that I'm going to stitch the down parts to join the two pieces together. So I'm trying to arrange it. This is how it's going to be. You know, it's a wrap top, so you determine your measurement, get your tape and take your waist measurement, including the allowance. So adjust it properly, then you take it to your sewing machine and secure. All right, so let me do that off camera and I'll get back to you. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is to work on our back piece. So for our back piece, we are using 1 inch for our zipper. So and I'm going to take it 2.5 inches down. So I'm going to stitch just like this. So after stitching this, I'm going to impute my darts. starting from here. Then I'm going to take it up. So I'm going to impute my darts this way on the two sides, then I'll get back to you. Alright, so I have secured this part and I have also added the darts. So the next thing I'm going to do is to get the front piece. Okay, so this is the front piece of my dress. Okay, this is the front piece. Then towards the back, this is the neck area and this is the shoulder area. Okay, so I'm going to align it this way, right side facing each other. This is the front piece and this is the right side of my back pattern. Okay, so I'm going to align it this way where the stitches meet. So I'm going to secure with my pin. So this is the neckline. Then the shoulder, I'm also going to take it around the shoulder. Then the other shoulder. So I've been able to secure it with my pins. I don't know if you can see it. Alright, so I was able to secure it with my pins. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and stitch just like that from one shoulder to the neckline and then to the other shoulder. So once I'm done doing that, I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so after stitching it, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to notch this area so that when I wear it or the clients wear it, it will relax better on the body. Alright, this is it. This is going to be folded this way. This one is going to be folded this way. Okay. And the back is going to stand this way. So can you see how it is? Can you see that? So the next thing I'm going to do is to work on the sleeve. So at this point, you go ahead and take the measurement of your sleeve. Then fold in the excess and stitch down. So I'm going to stitch the two. So once I'm done with that, next is to get the midpoint of the sleeve. Okay, so from the cap height, I'm going to notch. Then after that, I'm going to get the bodies. Then align it this way, right side facing each other. So I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and stitch. Alright, so after securing with the pin, this is what I have. So I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and stitch using 1/2 inch. So I'm going to do this to this side and to the other sleeve as well. Alright, so after joining the sleeve, this is what we have. So the next thing I'm going to do is to close it up. So I'm going to make sure that the two shoulders align so we won't have shortage of fabric. So I'm going to pin it down. Then at this side, I'm also going to pin it down. At the hem of my dress, I'm also going to pin it down. So I'm going to stitch using 1 inch all the way down. Then I'll do the same to the other side. So I'm done joining the side. This is what we have. Let me review the right side. Alright, so this is the right side and this is what we have. This is the sleeve and it's already looking good. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to join the flare to it. So I've got my flare and I'm going to align it from this zipper end. I'm going to align it this way, right side facing each other. Then I'm going to pin it down. So after pinning it down, I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and stitch across. Then after that, the next thing I'm going to do is to turn over to this side. Then I'm going to stitch in order to secure the flare. So I'm going to leave 6 inches from here for the zipper and stitch the rest all the way down. Then after that, I'm going to attach my zip. Alright, so this is it. After securing this part, I went ahead to add my zipper to the back, as you can see. So let me turn to the front so you can see how it looks. Alright, this is it. This is where the zipper stops. Okay. So I added an invisible zipper to it and I went ahead to hem. So thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate